Hello viewers, so today I have a video for making oven mitts. For that I have got two pieces of this blue colored fabric. This is my outer fabric. Two pieces of this magenta fabric. This is my lining fabric. This is a paper pattern for the oven mitts. This is a contrast fabric that I will be using for the trim. This is sponge or foam sheet which I will put in between, and I've prepared the small little strip which I will make as a loop to hang the oven mitt. So for this pattern I asked my son to place his palm like this and then drew around it, and also gave a lot of space up and down so that it is loose enough for anybody with big palms also to wear. So let me get started. So I will now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a sandwich of one of this and the foam, and let me show how I will do it. I have pieced these together. This is the right side which is going to be my top. This is the right side of this cloth which is going to be my lining of the thing, of the mitt, and I have put the foam in between and I have pinned it all across, and I have drawn these guidelines, this grid that I have drawn. I'm going to quilt the whole thing together so that all the layers stay in place, and I have done the same for this piece as well. So this is the right side of the fabric, this is the right side of this fabric, and there is foam in between, and I have pinned it together. So now I'm going to quilt it. I have finished quilting both my pieces. Now I have placed it in such a way that this is my lining side, this is my outer side. So I have placed the lining side here. Now this strip that I'm going to use as the binding or trimming, I'm going to place right side on right side like this, and I will give it a stitch here. After that I will turn it over like this and then stitch it on this side with a double fold. So not a single fold, but I will fold it twice and then stitch it. So I will do that much and then move on to the next step. So both my pieces are ready with the trim or the binding or the cuff, whatever you may want to call it. So this is attached, this is quilted, both layers are ready. These are the right sides. So now I'm going to place the right side on right side. I will line it up properly, and then just to keep it in place, I'm going to pin it all around, and after pinning I'm going to give it a stitch from all around here, keeping a 1/2 inch seam allowance. This remains open to slide the hand in. So after that I will also clip the seam allowance here, especially in this place, so that it turns well, and I will also give notches or clip it on the curves. So let me do that much and then I will show you how it looks. So I have pinned it all around. Now this loop that I want to put in so that I can hang my mitt, if you can see, I'm going to insert it like this. I have folded it in half, and now I'm going to insert it like this inside, and then I will pin it, and this will be on the on one side close to the side. So this I'm going to put almost near the cuff here. A little bit I will keep hanging out so that I know that I am stitching over it and not missing it. And now I will pin it in place. Okay, so the loop is also inserted, and now I can give the stitch all around. I have now stitched all around, and after stitching I have trimmed out the excess bulk from all sides, and here if you see I have given these notches. So all around, even here, I have cut notches. And now the only thing that remains is to turn it inside out, which I'm going to do now. I have turned it inside out, and if you can see, it has turned out quite well from this side, from here, all because of the notches that we cut. And so this mitten. Oven mitten is now ready, and it fits well, and it's very comfortable to use also. So I hope you will make a kitchen mitten for yourself, and if you do, please send me your feedback in the comment section. Thanks for watching.